Today, I'm going to pull up some of the most egregious examples of media propaganda, where they just blatantly edit and manipulate clips to control the narrative. Here's CNN applying a filter to Joe Rogan's face, making him appear sick after taking ivermectin for COVID.
And it turns out I got COVID. So we immediately threw the kitchen sink at it. All kinds of meds, monoclonal antibodies, ivermectin, Z-Pak, prednisone.
The FDA even put out this ridiculous tweet, which they eventually had to retract. You'll recall all the so-called experts in legacy media were calling ivermectin a horse dewormer. That's because in order to push through their emergency use authorization for the COVID vaccine, they had to discredit alternatives like ivermectin and hydroxychloroquine.
It's just a lie.
I don't think anyone is...
But don't you think that a lie like that is dangerous on a news network when you know that they know they're lying? You know that they know that I took medicine, like, here it is. This is ivermectin.
You got
this
it
is
with
right
you.
Here. Somebody gave it to me.
All right, hang on. The thing is, we're like going so fast. Like I feel like I'm missing.
Do you think that's a problem, that your news network lies?
Well, I don't.
Dude,
what did they say?
They lied and said I was taking horse dewormer. First of all, it was prescribed to me by a doctor.
Yeah.
Along
they
with
shouldn't have said it was
bunch of other medications.
Here's CBS 60 Minutes, editing Kamala Harris's word salad of an answer right before the 2024 election.
It seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
The parent company, Paramount Global, eventually had to pay a $16 million settlement to Trump. Here's the BBC, British propaganda, editing Trump's January 6th speech to make it seem like he encouraged the riot at the Capitol, also right before the 2024 election.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
BBC later apologized, and there's a pending defamation suit. Here's CBS again, cutting and editing Kristi Noem's response to a question about Kilmar Abrego Garcia, the illegal immigrant that was convicted for human trafficking.
And the one thing that we will continue to do is to make sure that he doesn't walk free in the United States of America. This individual was a known human smuggler, a MS-13 gang member, an individual who was a wife beater, and someone who was so perverted that he solicited nude photos from minors. And even his fellow human traffickers told him to knock it off. He was so sick in what he was doing and how he was treating small children. So he needs to never be in the United States of America, and our administration is making sure we're doing all that we can to bring him to justice.
And we can't forget about Elon Musk's Nazi salute hoax, where dozens of media outlets were pumping the same narrative as if it was all coordinated. But when other politicians do the exact same hand gesture, zero news coverage. And this is exactly why no one trusts legacy media.